What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining me for episode 22 of Let's Nerd with Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your host, as always, Jay Dumont, aka Next Level Nerd. And let's get right into it. In the last episode, I believe we leveled up. We came across these bandits, Shorty and some other folks, and we hired them. And yeah, so today we're gonna do some more stuff. I think I have the music turned down, don't I? No. Alright, so we found this bandit camp. We cleared out the ruined watchtower. ad&d marked 3 places on our map: a troll clearing, a kobold trail, and a dwarven ruins where we might find trolls. Now here's the thing though, to get across this section here we encounter 3 branded trolls. Oh no, strike that, reverse it. Let's go to Kobold Trail here and explore it. Oh, Kobold Camp. How do I get to Kobold Trail?
I need to catch my breath.
Come on, there we are. Alright, so we're gonna go to Kobold Trail.
My strength fades.
We're tired. -2 strength and dexterity. Remote place known for numerous kobold trails. There's a chance that trolls have decided to use the scaly little creature's paths, as tracks leading to a troll lair have been found in the hills. Let's enter. Oh, it's a storybook. The hills seem pleasant, even welcoming. No gray doom and gloom, just walking along the path and enjoying the view of all the cute little white pyramids built out of pebblestone. Or wait, was it pebblestone? Horror of horrors, what I mistook for pebbles were polished bones. All along the path the grass was riddled with pyramids made of polished kobold remains. Got us to thinking, is it wise to follow such a grim path, the way marked by death itself? Defying all danger, we followed the path. Succeeded at a lore nature check. Trying to brush away thoughts on who may have polished the kobold vertebrae and why, we quickly moved along the path leading through the pale hills. It didn't take long for us to reach a mountain river with a bridge crossing over it. Well, bridge may be a bit generous. It was actually just a long branch about as thick as an arm, spanning from one bank to the other. May have been enough for a kobold to cross, but since we could see another one of those small bone pyramids on the far side, but it didn't look nearly strong enough for our party to cross. Before deciding to proceed, we carefully examined the river. We quickly discovered that the river was quite deep. I plunged my arm shoulder deep into the water and couldn't even feel the bed. It was fast, too. The current pulled a dried leaf off my sleeve and it was gone from my sight in a blink. And it was cold, very, very cold. Frankly, none of us were interested in taking a swim. Let's carefully examine the branch that would help us cross the river. The branch did have one thing going for it, though. Being so thick, it happened to be quite sturdy. But that didn't make the flimsy crossing any less slippery or challenging to anyone daring to set foot on it. Wonder how many kobolds have slipped on the wet bark and found a watery grave in the ice-cold river. Choose a character. We talked it over and chose a volunteer to try to cross the river. Oh boy. It's a triple check. Well, since JFL can't die, She has the strength to pull herself out. Jethal was unperturbed by the thin branch and speeding current. After a deep breath, our volunteers set forth along the precarious crossing, one step then another. A few feet crossed with no trouble, and I started to think that maybe things would be fine. That's when the branch jerked and started to shake. It was rolling over. With no time to think, all Jethal could do was... oh man. Failed. Some days we rise, today we fall. Today seemed to be one of the falling ones. The clumsy jump ended with a plunge into the ice-cold river. A desperate scream, a splash, and Jethal disappeared beneath the water before we know it, a victim of her own bravery. All we could do was pray to every god we can think of and wait for the outcome of this unexpected swim. Just roll 7 or better. Failed! A few agonizing moments, and oh joy, Jethal emerged from the water, barely breathing, exhausted but very much alive. And if that weren't enough, someone must have knocked the flimsy bridge down during all the chaos and it fallen into the water, no longer spanning the two banks. The thick branch was rapidly moving toward our swimmer who was still busy fighting the current. The heroine tried to grab onto the floating branch. She has strength. She succeeded on failed a mobility check. Jethal reached out to catch the branch, but the treacherous limb flipped, turning its sharp nags toward the swimmer. A hit, deep red gashes bloomed across the poor thing's shoulders. At last, after a few agonizing moments, Jethal made it to shore. Of course, such an intense swim would have a cost. Jethal was practically freezing, and bloody scratches covered her skin. Nevertheless, the consequences could have been far worse, and Jethal was ready to continue. It was time to decide our next step. Refusing to give up, we went in search of another way to cross the river. Seek and ye shall find, even if it takes a couple hours to get there. After a long walk down the stream, we managed to find a crossing. Not very convenient, but at least it seemed to be safe. Soaking wet and at risk of falling ill, we finally managed to cross that accursed river and get back to the mysterious trail marked with those sinister bone pyramids. Wasn't long before we found where the mysterious Kobold path led. One small pyramid made of kobold bones may be a bit spooky, but it's not unbearable. But how about thousands? We found ourselves looking over a proper kobold graveyard, each little pyramid a mark of kobold death, and that mark made out of their own remains. Yeesh. The real enigma, though, waited in the heart of the burial ground. The centerpiece was made of hundreds, maybe even thousands of polished bones, all put together to form the head of an enormous dragon. Imagine it, these small, nonsensical reptiles somehow managed to create a sculpture both fearsome and magnificent. Such might, and yet such frailty as well. If a single bone were to be removed from the foundation, the beautiful statue would crumble to dust, and I even spotted one such flimsy bone. Regardless, we'd come face to face with irrefutable proof. The kobolds, for better or worse, were changing. This news had no impact on our search for the trolls, though. The land was clearly sacred to the kobolds, and it seemed unlikely they would bring their new friends here. But how would the Baron deal with the structure we found in his realm? The Baron deemed it proper to respect the kobold shrine. Following my advice, the Baron adjusted the dangerously loose bone in the hope of reinforcing the remarkable composition. His Grace was standing to leave when a glint from the dragon's jaw drew his attention. Carefully reaching inside, the Baron pulled out what seemed to be a dirty stone. Beneath an outer layer of clay, we found a large, finely cut emerald. It seemed the kobold spirits decided to grant us a gift. Stowing the offering in his bag, the Baron turned and left. We dutifully followed our leader, and soon the bizarre kobold burial ground was far behind us. Cool. This is Kobold Camp. Small clearing in the forest in which someone has set up camp. Strange hissing voices can be heard speaking in some incomprehensible language. Well, let us visit
when we stop.
The Kobold camp. You see a gang of kobolds resting around a campfire. When they finally notice you, they jump up and start scuttling around, making a mess and bumping into each other, all the while muttering something in their hissing language. One kobold emerges from the swarming crowd. His scales are a touch lighter than those of his companions. Upon closer inspection, he seems to be incredibly old. Extremely old. His skin is dry and lifeless, and he clearly lost some of his scales long ago. There's something curious about this kobold. He seems to be calm, confident, and wise. Slargs, the old kobold hisses. The rest of the kobolds immediately calm down. Greetings, he says, addressing you and sticking out his hand. Greetings. Greetings. It is. Aw, they're so cute, Octavia exclaims, clasping her hands together. May I keep one? Let's shake the kobold's hand. Greetings. You shake the old kobold's hand. It's slimy and cold. He continues to stare, his eyes still yellow and emotionless. Kobolds, humans, love, the old kobold says. Oh, it seems he's in love with you. Tartuk King, search. The old kobold seems to have said his piece, so he just continues to stare at you with cold eyes. Tartuk, what a familiar name. Tell me, do you know the story of the Soot-Scale kobold tribe? The kobold seems to not understand a single word you're saying, but reacts to the word Soot-Scale. Soot-Scale, bad, not friend. Alright, let's get this sorted out. All the kobolds are staring at you now, no blinking or movement among them. It's starting to get uncomfortable. Tartuk, trolls, love. Search, Tartuk, kobold. Succeeded a wisdom check. Over several minutes you manage to piece together that these kobolds are looking for their king, Tartuk, who's lost somewhere. After several minutes beyond that, you deduce this Tartuk somehow managed to befriend some trolls. Why are you looking for Tartuk? King, the old kobold answers. Tartuk, trolls, kobold, love. Well, I understand your plight, but I fear I can't help you. I'd only lead you further astray. I hope you find what you're searching for. The old kobold continues to stare. After he turns away from you as if you cease to exist. The kobolds quickly gather and leave into the woods. They left some good stuff behind. Many small footprints are visible in the dirt. They seem to be recent. So what was that? Kobolds are nasty little creatures. Bigger monsters only tend to notice them if they happen to step on one, and yet surprisingly kobolds here are treated with respect. This is very suspicious. The local kobolds hold one of their own in high esteem, a shaman named Tartuk. How do you impress such despicable creatures anyway? By being most vile and cowardly of them all? Are we moving slow because of the weather? No, we're heavy. All because we're fatigued. Well, we better make camp then. chair is squeaky. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Hunting, some camel, galt, ragu. Looks good to me.
Why does every noble who so much as glances at me deem it necessary to compose embarrassing odes to me? Why not give me a new pair of boots, for instance?
Well, maybe if you gave them the chance, they would give you boots. Yeah, Mastodon's back. Sleeping, I guess. Wish you could name the pets.
I'll go ahead.
So until we get next level Boon Companion, that's really when the Mastodon is going to
This requires your attention.
start to impress a bit more. Oh, cure moderate wounds. Boon Companion gives the companion animal 4 levels to match your current level. Now, the problem is, if I start taking cleric levels again with Harem, then the animal will start falling behind again in levels. So, but at least at that point, you've got a companion animal who's pretty much on the same level as the rest of your party, which is pretty cool. So we've got to level him up, or her, maybe it's a female Mastodon. Female Mastodons also have tusks. Alright. So at some point we've also got to get Jubilos along, because this dwarven fortress down here seems to be the one he was trying to look for, so be right back in a jiffy here. And we're back. Alright, before I forget, head in here and let's equip Harem with the heavy mace +1, so it should do, he's at 3 to 10, 4 to 11, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna take that off him, give that back to her, because that's going to increase her ranged touch attack. So she's, let's see her martial ability, she's at a +7 ranged touch. If we give her that, she is now at a +8, so she does better damage. So I'll take that over the 1 AC that he gets from it. Let's make sure everyone else isn't good here, right? Giant Strength is good. Mighty Constitution is good. Physical Perfection for her is pretty good. Constitution for him. Alright, so I'm just gonna head down this way, see where we wind up. Looks like we wound up at the Swamp Witch's hut, and there's a monster den. Clearing in the woods leads up to this small cave. Through the canopy, a flock of crows can be seen flying in circles and cawing above the glade. The repugnant stench of rotting flesh leaves no question as to what attracted the scavengers. And an old abandoned village on the southeast bank of the Tuskwater is the domain of a mysterious crone known to travelers as Old Beldame. Most of the locals believe the old woman to be a witch. Her dilapidated hut squats in the middle of the fetid marsh that has claimed the ruins of the old settlement. You know what? Stop. From now on, Bakken. What was that? Something about Bakken? Shall serve the Baron. He will visit the capital to present the fruits of his labor. Okay, so his alchemist shop was built. I want to get to that monster den. quick save here. It's the 15th of Eridus. I think we've got to get back. So this is going to take about 2 days. It'll take us to the 17th. I lost track of time there. So what I'm going to do is come back here, save a little bit of time. It's the 14th. Alright, let's head back. I don't know if this is a good idea. I have to do this again. Heading back to the capital when we're on the hunt for trolls, but let's quick save and see what happens. I'm still learning the ropes, how the game operates. Someone on the road. Greetings to you, good sires. So, your money or your life, what you say?
To
victory!
Well, I'm pretty sure I know what we say. Not be intimidated by any bandits. Oh, nice one, Letharius. Well, that made more sense. 4 of them trying to find us, but they clearly underestimated us. We have a mastodon. I mean, my goodness. I'll take those composite longbows. They were a little bit better equipped than the usual bandit rabble. See, I don't know if it's a good idea to do this. Let's just quick save here. Another encounter. Oh, this encounter. With the 3 branded trolls. We saw something that probably no one had ever seen before. Alright, so we saw this in a previous episode. So let's just do what we did then. Sneak closer. Just try translating their gibberish. Yeah, we're gonna get rocked hardcore here.
Learn from my mistake. And will be.
Maybe not.
Lost. Lost.
Maybe not. Oh, we did it. Well, I'll be a kobold's uncle. Alright, so basically, if you've been watching the Let's Play, then you've been just rewarded with knowing what happens there. Wand of Bless? Light crossbow, a cloak? Someone struck this rock hard enough to leave claw marks along the surface. Oh, we're a little over encumbered. The bloody leftovers of a troll dinner are scattered beside the rock. I almost want to do it again,
I'll go ahead.
just to read the text, because for anyone who may have not seen that in a previous episode, we encountered those 3 branded trolls a level ago and got rocked. This time we got rocked a little bit, but we're victorious. You know what? Let's try to do that again. Hopefully we have the same outcome. But let's actually read the text, just in case you guys didn't see that in the one episode when we encountered them a few episodes ago. And I'm sure that encounter's bound to happen again at some point. So I miss out on that encounter for now, but it'll happen again, hopefully. Second time it happened now. Jenna, a peasant woman, her face soaked with tears, approaches you quickly. Oh, your grace, woe is me! I've met my darkest hour. You're my last hope. By all the gods ever prayed to, don't leave me in need. My name is Jenna Tannerson. Our village is a short way from here. It's been 2 days since my boy Tig ran away, and I haven't seen him since. We've searched and searched, but it's no use. If you don't find him, no one else will. Do you have any idea where he might be? Jenna looks around cautiously and whispers, There's this old hag in the Gnarl Marches, a swamp witch. I won't say her name out loud, don't you even ask. The mere thought of her chills the blood in my veins. She has the evil eye and she eats people. She even turns into a black raven and soars in the sky. Sure as day that she took my boy. Do people disappear frequently here? They sure do. There's so many hazards around, it's hard to name them all. Wild beasts in the forest and monsters and some troblins and bandits and whatever. Even adults have a hard time surviving here, and for a little kid, oh. I'll try to find him. Oh, your grace, thank you so much. I'll be praying to Erastil to grant you long life. If there's any news, I'll be nearby in the tavern. May the good gods help you. The sobbing woman leaves. Loyalty +1. Of course I'll help love. We've got some business here to take care of. Oh, we had a triumph, which is better than a success, I believe, right? A giant weed. The priest managed to convince the peasants that the weed must be eradicated. The crops have been saved. Divine +3. Excellent. Bandit's outrage was a failure, -50 BP. Several bandit, the squad gathered by the general cleared the bandits from the Gnarl Marches, however a few managed to get away carrying all their plunder. Success, we met with the Jenna, and a success, we made a deal and received financial assistance. 500 BP. Excellent. So, we wanted to support Octavia's endeavors. I don't know if that's such a good idea. News has arrived from the largest observatory in the Five Kings Mountains. The enchanted lens of their main telescope broke. The destruction of such a powerful artifact caused a gust of enchanted wind which is now moving towards a region of the barony. You should seize this opportunity. And who would seize it? Event of the month. The locals are bored and the River Maiden. I'm pretty sure he's going to do that. DC 11, so he has to roll 5 or better. The Enchanted Wind. My stats, I could use Divine and Economy to get them to 20. Event of the month. The River Maiden. DC 14, so I'll send Tristan to handle the mermaid in a river where trade ships operate. She's begun to sink passing vessels. She must be chased away there before she scares off all the merchants. We'll have Jihad take this opportunity. The locals are bored, don't know what to do themselves. The perfect moment to hold a celebratory event, but what exactly? And we'll have Jubilos look into the Enchanted Wind. Now this is what I'm not sure about. Is it going to be okay to spend 2 weeks leveling up Octavia right now? It'll take us to the 30th. Let's just see what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so she's reached Regent level 2. The project tabs will allow you to upgrade various aspects of your barony. New projects will come your way during the game as you meet certain conditions or undertake various adventures. To start working on a project, assign one of your advisors and spend the BP it requires. Usually takes a while. Okay. Trade agreement with Maivon. Maivon will dispatch troops to watch the trade routes that connect with our capital, plus 1 BP per week. Oh my, wait a minute. How much time is left on these events? Oh, I never assigned them. I thought they'd start automatically when I assign somebody. I'm just not sure with troll sightings and stuff. Doing a project right now is a very good idea. So I want to kind of try to get the hang of this and see if this is a good idea. I don't want to lose to the time limit and have trolls invade or something. Alright, success. Success with the event of the month. The luxuriant ritual procession fascinates the locals. Congregations fill the temples and the citizens devote themselves to mindful contemplation. Divine +5, excellent. Success. The counselor's servant convinced the mermaid to leave the area. The river maiden listened to good advice and relented before the situation demanded a full raid. Loyalty +3. Problem with taxes. It seems that a neighboring state continues to collect taxes from your subjects. We have to meet in the throne room. Keston wants to discuss the situation in the Gnarl Marches. This area of the barony is said to be a breeding ground for bandits, brawlers, and cutthroats. Perhaps one of your advisors should set aside these rumors and assure the people that the guard is able to protect them. So he has to roll 4 or better. That should be good. Fey magic. A Fey magician visited a settlement and made everyday things come to life. The people seem to be more frightened than amused by the minor and generally harmless anomaly. We're gonna have to send him to that, but first let's meet with who we have to meet with. Just don't know if now is the right time to do a project, and I'm trying to figure that out. Like, oh, my mastodon back there. Cassio, a problem demands your personal attention, Your Grace. Your acquaintance Oleg has been refusing to pay his taxes for months now, even though his trading post is located in your lands. The fool didn't realize he should have come to you immediately, but even so, please lend him your ear. What's the matter, Oleg? Oleg grimaces, making a clear effort not to spit on the floor. Since the moment you founded this barony, Your Grace, I became your subject, he grits his teeth. But I'm still also a subject of the Eldori and Restov. When you brought down the Stag Lord, I thought my troubles were over. But no, Oleg shakes his head. My whole life I've paid taxes to Restov. Now on top of that, your tax collectors darken my doorstep. Oleg, which would you rather swear allegiance to, Restov or myself? Oleg looks like he's surprised to be asked. He thinks for a moment, and you realize he's making an extraordinary effort to be polite. Forgive me, Your Grace, but regardless of what banner they fly, all tax collectors are little more than bandits to me. Advisors, thoughts? Your Grace, the Eldori Swordlands are true allies and the backbone of the barony. I would hope you still value Lady Jamandi's support and won't let such short-term interests undermine our alliance. Oleg is more important than a few months' worth of taxes. Collecting now would ruin a kind and honest, if somewhat clueless man. Please keep this in mind, Your Grace. Well, our barony owes much to Restov's sword lords. We'll allow them to collect taxes from Oleg's trading posts. It's only fair. Thank you, Your Grace. The Eldori will not forget this. A bad peace is better than a good war. Seems fair. Your Grace! Keston's face looks worried and fearful. Your Grace, ill news from the Gnarl Marches, again. There were already many trolls there, but now people are afraid to leave their houses. The wilds are said to be swarming with them. The hunters were the first ones to notice, then came the merchants delivering packages and food to the outskirts of the barony. Now there are more and more reports of trolls attacking villages. Alright. So this is what I'm going to do. It's not a time to do a project right now. It's not even time to head back to the capital. Whoops, let me load an even previous quick save. Is this that wilderness encounter? Okay, we're not going to do that. We're going to load this quick save. It's the right one. Sorry about all the loading, folks. I just want to get back to the witch's hut and the monster den because that's where I want to be. Alright, I guess we're back here. Did I... He has heavy mace, she has the belt, okay. So we'll go to the swamp witch's hut. First I want to kind of head to this monster den though. Let's see what this place is all about. Let's do some monster hunting, shall we? I'll head back to the capital around the end of the month. Or... Oh, wait a minute, I have to think about this. Oh my goodness, no. Let's load this quick save. The key here is not to do the 14-day project, but still start the events. Alright, that ends in 10 days. That'll end next month, 14, so I should come back around the 30th. We won't do any projects. We did get 500 BP. Maybe we should build a little bit more while we're here. So I've still got to get those events done. Alright, so could use some economy and divine relations. +1 divine when adjacent to a monument. Did I build a monument? And a shrine. Well, piers would help the economy. Warehouses and workshops for docking ships and handling cargo and passengers can only be built in a water slot. Affects the lumber yard. Can be upgraded to a marina, which would then give community +1. Let's see what we can build in settlement up here. Balkan's chemical shop is built. We can definitely do some more work up here. I did want to build a longhouse. +1 economy when adjacent to a tavern or longhouse. Longhouse, community, divine culture, plus economy. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. Right in the center of town. Boom. We have no espionage. So maybe a watchtower would be a good idea. What's our military look like? 12. Terrible. Tall structure that serves as a guard post and landmark. +1 military when located in a settlement with a barracks. +1 stability when with walls. Alright, we'll build a watchtower. So we get +1 military if we build wooden walls. And also a barracks. We give +1 stability. Always use stability, so let's build a barracks. One adjacent to a longhouse. So we'll build the barracks right here. So that's pretty cool. We'll be getting stability there, stability from the watchtower, and then military from the walls. Should we do that? 500 BP. We still need economy. I wonder if I built the tavern, would I get an extra +1 economy for Bakken's alchemical shop? Or should I build a lumberyard? No. +1 stability when located in a settlement with a tavern. So we'll build a brewery for relations. +1 relations when adjacent to a longhouse. We'll build a tavern adjacent to a tavern, and we'll build a shop. Now we're done building. Save some of that BP for a rainy day. Alright. Oh, I have to double check something. Did I start those events? Lots of loading screens in this area. Alright, the events are taken care of. I'll return around the 30th, so I have 2 solid weeks of adventuring. Do some shopping while I'm here. If you fail a trickery chest, trick chest.
Need to catch my breath.
Yeah, we're a bit fatigued. Sigh. I think we can pretty much do away with that since no one can use exotic. Another +2. Drop the pelts. And let's go see. First, let's see the storyteller. Always want to see him. Brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? Torag's pendant. Oh, a symbol of Torag. The children of stone wear such pendants as protective talismans. I will gladly purchase any you have. As he touches the pendant with Torag's mark. Token of the Dryad we know about. Ah, the belongings of brave heroes who performed their feats here before you. I sense you'd be interested to hear their story, but there are too few of them here for me to recount it yet. Please find the rest. I'm sure you won't regret the time you spend in the search. Oh, now here's something truly impressive. These items once belonged to a dwarven smith, and they wish to tell us their story. The storyteller shakes his head sadly. But too much has been lost, too much forgotten. The story of this smith eludes me. Please find the missing items and return to me as soon as you can. So a little bit of like a hey corgi. Not a spoiler, but it's kind of, I haven't had really one successful story told from him yet. So I guess it takes a long time to gather the items. That's even counting my other playthrough. So now we'll go see what we can purchase. Some new gear or something. Quite an honor.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, what I wanted to get. Let's see. Oh, it's a two-handed flail. I was gonna say that would be good for harem. He's doing 2 to 9. Can't be equipped. Oh, the heavy flail is his thing. He'd be losing that shield though. Alright. Flaming bastard sword. 3 to 17. So I guess that takes the 1d6 into account already. So it's actually doing 2 to 11 plus 1d6 fire. How much money do we have? 5,500? Let's sell some of this junk. Hand axe plus 1. No. Breastplate plus 1. No. Half plate plus 1. Started leather plus 2. Another cloak of resistance plus 1. Everyone's already got one. Emerald. I was actually told a spoiler that is involved in a quest, so we'll cheesily keep the emerald. Oh, if I just hit offer, it gives up all the junk, but I have to be careful. It's not like diamonds or anything in there. Oh, that looks pretty legit. Decide plus 1. Make a pretty nice haul here. 5,100, so we've got about 10 grand to play with. Does everybody have a bludgeoning weapon of some sort? She doesn't, so we'll have to keep that. Alright, so for 10 grand, Valerie's attack is actually really high. So this would be plus 1 to her bone armor class. +3 resistance on reflex saving throws, and a 10 fire resistance. Perfect for against alchemists. Protection +2. Mighty Constitution. I should probably get her a belt of giant strength. All things considered. So let's just grab one of those. Inspired Wisdom. It's 2 enhancement bonus to Wisdom. So first of all, let me just get my money for my stuff here. There's no diamond dust in there, right? Oh, but there is the emerald, isn't there? Yoink. Jinkies. Alright.
Duty calls.
So let's see what his wisdom does. He doesn't seem to get more channel positive energy from his wisdom. Cleric may channel energy a number of times per day equal to 3 plus her charisma modifier. So he would need charisma. Not exactly wisdom. She has a headband of eagle eyes.
Let's bide our time.
So I think right now we're going to go giant strength for Amiri. Since she's on the back row anyway, and the constitution can go to harem, which would be perfect. Combat expertise. Now wait a minute. Does anyone have combat expertise? Wish I could see the next level up. Feats. Oh, this is when they get feats. I didn't even notice this up here. This is what I took already. I took arcane armor training. Yeah, I made some screwed up decisions already. Hopefully it won't screw me too bad in the long run. Natural armor +2. So we don't have much more to spend. Cloak of Shadows grants its wearer +10 enhancement bonus to all stealth skill checks and immunity to blindness and dazzling. That'd be great for her. Do I want to spend every penny I have? Glitter dust. I want Octavia and Sirius to learn that. Alright, so let's just try this deal first. The giant strength, which gets her attack +11, 8 to 17. Harem, the belt of constitution. get some extra HP. Now, can he copy the spellbook? He can't copy haste, but can he copy what we just bought? Which was what? I don't remember what it looked like. Glitter dust. No, but Octavia can. Beautiful. And I think she can... This is caster level 5, but it's not a level 5 spell. I think it's like a level 3 spell. Oh yeah, level 3, transmutation. Does she have level 3 spells though? No, she doesn't. So there's no sense in copying that to the spellbook just yet. I don't think there's anything else she would really want to copy. Can she? Eagle Splendor, Charisma. The spells they cast do not. It doesn't give bonus spells. Large person she has. Mage Armor, Hurricane Bow. I think she has Hold Person, right? No, who has Hold Person? You do. Touch of Gracelessness, True Strike. Another level 3 spell. Alright, so I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's go check what the dwarf has for. Oh, let's go check what Enio has for sale. The Boots of Elvenkind for mobility checks. Might not be a bad idea to get a second mobile character. So I want to spend 2,500. Sure. Never know when that'll come in handy. For those dual and triple checks. The scrolls we need. Cure moderate wounds. We're going to be traveling for 2 weeks, so let's see. We have Harem, we have Cure Serious, Cure Light, just a few potions. Do you have any potions? No. I think Harem has protection from energy, right? Communal. Oh, that's resist energy communal. Okay. So I guess what we should get then is a little bit of inflict light wounds, 1d8 plus caster level, which is 1. So this is curing 1d8 of her wounds. This is 2d8 plus 3. Let's get one of those for her. Try to cut down on the resting. And a couple of scrolls of cure moderate wounds. Let's do that. Alright. So we're ready to go now. Not quite though. Oh, here's Ekendile. What's up, Ekin? Ekendile looks somewhere beyond you. Forgive me, my friend. My thoughts are on Kargad right now. Tell me about yourself. Ekin turns his eyes on you. Don't want to rake up the past. Not now when the wound still bleeds. Must kill Targad and regain my peace. In that case, we'll talk later.
The path is clear.
So he... Where's, companion quests? He wants to kill Kargad, a troll, so we should actually take him too. Now I'm conflicted here.
I feel tired.
Valerie's gotta come. Harem, Jubilas, and Ekin. All up quests. Harem's gotta come. This could be trouble, but might have to leave Jayethal at home for this one. Well, we gotta level up. Oh, we didn't even look into Ekin yet. Grim Ranger. Ekendile's journey was a hard one. He's lost so much. We met him in a moment of desperation when, wounded and exhausted, he was pursuing the true trolls who killed his wife and daughter. Ever since, Ekin has traveled along with us, seeking a reason to live on. So he's athletic and mobile and stealthy and perceptive, nature lore. Very dexterous, strong. Plus 12 attack, 2 to 9. Longbow plus 1. So we gotta level him up without really knowing much about him, but I suppose he'll still be a ranger. And he gets combat style feat. At second level, Ranger must select one combat style to pursue. The Ranger's expertise manifests in the form of bonus feats at second, 6th, blah blah blah. And he's got 2 level 1 spells. That looks pretty good. Combat style feat, archery. Alright, so many shot. When making a full attack with the bow, your first attack fires 2 arrows. If the attack hits, both arrows hit. Apply precision-based damage such as sneak attack and critical hit damage only once for this attack. Damage bonuses from using a composite bow with a high strength bonus apply to each arrow, as do other damage bonuses, such as a Ranger's favorite enemy bonus. Damage reduction and resistances apply separately to each arrow. Choose one type of ranged weapon. You do not provoke attacks of opportunity when firing the selected weapon while threatened. So he could fire that right in your face and not get attacks of opportunity. Your ranged attacks ignore anything but total concealment and cover. Your ranged attacks ignore the miss chance granted to targets by anything less than total concealment. Total concealment provides their normal benefits against your ranged attacks. Well, I think we're gonna have to go with many shot. Because I don't think there's going to be many situations where he's just going to be able to stand up. Even if he's being attacked, he has 17 AC, so he's not going to be much use if they're right on top of him. Let's go with many shot. Because he'll be dead by then. Spells. He does have spells. Aspect of the Falcon. Your eyes become wide and raptor-like and you grow feathers in the side of your head. You gain a +3 competence on perception checks, +1 competence on ranged attacks, and the critical for your bows and crossbows becomes 19 to 20 by 3. Long Strider. Spells gives you a 10-foot enhancement bonus to your base speed, has no effect on other moves of modes of movement, such as burrow, climb, fly, or swim. Acid Maw. Your animal companion's bite attack deals an additional 1d4 points of acid damage. And the acid deals another 1d4 points of acid damage to the target on the next round. Continues to deal damage for 1 additional round per 4 caster levels. This ongoing acid damage doesn't stack for multiple attacks, but the duration resets if a new bite would cause the ongoing damage to last longer than the duration remaining from a previous one. Does not harm the animal companion. Ooh, Entangle. This spell causes tall grass, weeds, and other plants to wrap around creatures in the area of effect or those who enter the area. Creatures that fail their save will gain the Entangled condition. Creatures that succeed at their save can move as normal, but those that remain in the area must save again each round. Creatures that move into the area must save immediately. They can break free by making a combat maneuver check, athletics check, or mobility check against the DC of the spell every round. I kind of like Acid Maw. Because, you know what, we don't have Web because Octavia's not going with us, so let's get Entangle. Alright, now we have to level up Jubilost, which I don't even know what I'm doing. Alchemist Discovery. So he makes an incredible alchemical discovery. Unless otherwise noted, an alchemist cannot select an individual discovery more than once. Some discoveries can only be made if the alchemist has met certain prerequisites first, such as uncovering other discoveries. Only one such discovery can be applied to an individual bomb. The DC of any saving throw called for by discovery is equal to 10 plus half the alchemist level plus the alchemist's intelligence modifier, which is high for Jubilost. The alchemist gains the ability to create a cognitogen, a mutagen-like mixture that heightens one mental ability score at the expense of a physical ability score. Dispelling bombs. When the alchemist creates a bomb, he can choose to have it dispel magic effects instead of deal damage. Creatures that take a direct hit from a dispelling bomb are subject to a targeted dispel magic spell using the alchemist level as the caster level. I like that. Infusion. Allows an alchemist to use his extracts not only on himself but on other people as well. With this discovery, all alchemist extracts will behave exactly like spells of the same name when considering targets and range. So that's actually pretty cool because he has mutagens. If I go back here, so I can increase someone's constitution at the bonus of their charisma. I can increase someone's dexterity at their wisdom expense, or their strength at their intelligence expense. So that is pretty cool for buffing. So is dispelling bombs though. The alchemist learns how to preserve and protect its vital organs, reducing the chance of a mortal wound. Creature that takes a bomb hit from Tanglefoot Bomb must save against the bomb's DC or be entangled and glued to the floor. As if it failed, it'd save against a Tanglefoot bag. Creatures in the splash area then that fail their saves are entangled but not glued to the floor. Those who make the save are not entangled at all. I think Confusion. I'll say, so Cognitogen is the opposite of Mutagen. This increases the mental aspects at the cost of the physical. So I think Confusion is the way to go with him. You can give some +2 bonuses. Skills, stealth, I guess. Knowledge of the world. Use magic device. Knowledge of the arcana. No. Mobility. And what the heck, trickery. And he gets a new level 2 spell. Cat's Grace Bark Skin. When you throw bombs, they can only hit a direct target if they do not splash. However, the bomb deals its base damage plus double your intelligence modifier against, instead of just its base damage plus your intelligence modifier. Bomber's Eye extract allows you to throw weapons farther and more accurately. While this is in effect, increase the range of the alchemist bombs and alchemical weapons by 10 feet, and you receive a 1 insight bonus on attack rolls. Aid grants the target a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear, plus temporary hit points, 1d8 plus caster level, 1d8 plus 2, whereas caster level is, well, it'd be casted at level 2, I guess. We can give him Cure Moderate. Do alchemists have to prepare their spells in advance? A little bit of Cure Moderate Wounds. Let's see. He does have to do it in advance, so. Cat's Grace. Dexterity, that's good. Shield is personal, no. No. Expeditious Retreat, no. Reduce person. Bomber's Eye. Cure light wounds. Alright, so we're just about prepared to head out. Now the question will be, do I leave Jaethal behind? Valerie, Mary, Jaethal, Harem. Gotta unequip Octavia. know I'm doing a lot of inventory management and stuff here, but it's for the best. Oh no, she's our trickery character. Again, I can't get rid of her. Even though Jubilant wants to mark that on the map. Who's gonna open our secrets? Does he has trickery, right? 11 trickery. She's got 14. Well, he's gonna have to do, I guess. We'll go get the trap springer gloves too. And who else is staying behind? Well, Aiken's not going until we locate the trolls. So, just Jubilant for now. Incredible dexterity? Sure. That will increase his bomb throwing. Mobility, is he our mobile character? No. Plus 4. Well, he's the next best thing, so give him that, give him the ring, give him some alchemist fire. I need a wand of acid arrow. Wand of scorching ray. Scroll of haste. 31 charges of Cure Light Wounds. It's pretty sweet. Alright, so this is our new crew for now. So I've probably been doing a lot of inventory management for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and save this episode. I know we didn't do a whole lot of action, but we got the party together. And in the next one we're gonna check out this monster den. Once we find it, the troll clearing, and then work our way through the Swamp Witch's hut and then to the Dwarven ruins. So I'll see you in that episode, and it's sure to be more action-packed than this one was. So thanks for watching, catch you next time, peace out everybody.